Detroit police sergeant has been suspended and is under an internal investigation for what he allegedly did not do the night Officer Rasheed McClain was shot and killed.
Yeah, the city's top cop says he should have done more, and we're hearing calls that the officers were down.
7 Action News reporter Allie Hoxie is joining us live outside police headquarters in downtown Detroit this morning. And Allie, do we know the identity, the name of that police sergeant yet?
Well, at this time, Police Chief James Craig has not released the name of this police sergeant. That being said, we are told he is placed on paid administrative leave, and Chief Craig says that's going to be up to the Board of Police Commissioners to decide to keep that paid leave in place. Now, Chief Craig says the night Officer Rasheed McClain was shot and killed, this sergeant was supposed to be acting as supervisor. He says Officer McClain called for a supervisor and that this sergeant was assigned. Chief Craig says based on body camera footage, the sergeant made no effort to get to the scene and take control, even after calls on the radio of officer down.
As we did our investigation, we determined allegedly that he did not go to the scene when the shooting incident happened. We are aware and saw a video that supports that he did not go to the scene.
Chief Craig says the sergeant was nearby the scene when there was calls for an officer down. He would not say the reasoning the sergeant gave for not making it to the scene. He goes on to say there was some leadership by a different supervisor telling officers, the 2 officers that needed to be taken to the hospital, the 2 officers that were shot, and that the first responding supervisor on scene was from an adjoining precinct. Chief Craig says the sergeant suspended has been working in this role for a year and a half. We also asked Chief Craig about charges against the 28-year-old man police believe is responsible for the shooting. At this time, no charges have been filed. Chief Craig says the man they believe is responsible was on parole at the time, which has now been revoked, something he says he's grateful for, considering the suspects are usually let go within 48-hour period if no charges have been formally filed. Prosecutors have said they are reviewing the warrant and that it could be several days until charges are filed. Reporting live from police headquarters, Allie Hoxie, 7 Action News.